I have to ask you a question. Last night I was going through YouTube and playing a whole bunch of your music, both from Puddle of Mud and now, and it hit me that you wrote She Hates Me, and now with Against All Will, you have Love the Way You Hate Me. So I was wondering if there's a theme going on there.
Yeah, a little hate theme, a little hate. We got the new hate anthem for the, kids in school, but yeah, you can't have love without the hate, but, I get asked that quite a bit, or like, you really angry? I'm like, no, I'm not really angry, but, I need to vent sometimes.
Well, you're not angry, but she is, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Of all the songs you've written, which one is your favorite?
I would go, God, that's like picking out one of my kids.
Yeah.
I don't have any kids besides a cat. But I would have to go with Drift and Die just because it was the first song I wrote. It seemed so easy at the time. Like I was like, whoa, I wrote a song and all the words like rhyme, So it was like, I think I was 19, 18 or 19. I was like, wow, all the words actually rhyme. And, so that would probably be one of my favorites. And, in close second, I would say would be Love the Way You Hate Me, because it's just new, and I came up with it on the top of my head, and somebody pushed the record button, and I was like, whoa, you got that idea down? Kind of funny, because Cello, my bass player, and me were kind of hanging out playing guitar, and he's like, that was cool, what was that? And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, well, let's record that. And it kind of came out, and it's like the original, very first thing I played made it on the record, which, is that first opening riff it actually made it on the record because we were like kind of trying to recreate it in the studio and go, well, let's do this and do that. And we spent about 4 hours trying to recreate it, and then I said, why don't we just use the original one? It's kind of cool that way. So the producer was like, yeah. So it's kind of neat.
So how did you come to put together Against All Will? Well,
after Puddle, I kind of, I was kind of in, I was in Puddle, out of Puddle, so a lot of people I was working with, producers and people I was writing songs with, and other people were like, you need to just start your own band, do the songwriting thing on the side, but you should, you have all, you have all these people that that would, like to play and jam, and I was like, yeah, I like jamming, I like jamming with a lot of different people, 3 guitars, 4 guitars, whatever, I'm more the merrier, and, so it gave me the opportunity to really just kind of, I had a bunch of friends in LA that were willing to help out. I tried to pay some of them, and they wouldn't take my money. I'm just like, yeah, this is really cool, but, oh, you can buy me dinner sometimes, what they'd say or something. I was just like, it's pretty awesome to have, a dude that's, playing on somebody big's record come in and fill in for you, and you're trying to pay him. He's like, nah, I can't take your money. It's no good here. But, it gave me the opportunity to kind of, because LA is kind of a weird, scene, for any musician or anybody, in general. But it gave me the opportunity to really kind of know a bunch of different musicians that were, seasoned players, and get to jam with them and learn things from them, and nobody had any egos. There for a while, it was like I didn't even really know who was going to be in the band. I just knew that everybody was, proficient at what, their instrument. And it kind of like it shaped Against All Will, really, because it was kind of like, well, I want it to be like this, and I want the bass to sound like this. And, so it was really cool to just jam with a lot of different people. I think one week we jammed with 20 different drummers. And it was, I've never in my whole life jammed with 20 different drummers, but wow. It was really kind of a challenge, and it was kind of cool to learn things from.
I really love the music of Against All Will. Just on the side, I love your music.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Well, you're who I write songs for. I want you to, at least if it doesn't make you angry, I want it to make you very happy.